let's look at the number one principle before we learn pinyin. So it might look a lot like English, and some of the pronunciation are similar to English, but we should always remember that you cannot pronounce pinyin as it were English, because they are some sounds that sound very different than it looks. So we will go through every detail here, but just to give you one example is this spelling. So when we see he, we naturally want to pronounce it as he.
Yeah.
So as he in English, but when in Chinese, in the pinyin, the e sounds kind of similar to UH in English. So it sounds more like Very good, that's very close. So this sound might be a bit tricky for English speakers. In the future classes, we will talk about some sounds that might be hard for native English speakers, just because there are no those sounds in English. Yeah. So we will spend some time on each one. But just to give you an idea, this one, the E is So kind of like the ER, but you don't really curl the tongue, right? It's like right, it's like the ER, but you leave out the R, kind of similar to that. So this HE will sound like Very good. Instead of he, it would sound like
Okay. What the dentist says, say you know, that
Right, it's like what the dentist would say to you.
Yeah, okay.
So now we have something that sounds quite like English. If you add an M in front of it, this will sound like ma. Very good. Ma. Okay, so now you already know your first vowel in Chinese. That is So A sounds like Good. Now let's try to add an I after that. So AI. This is actually quite similar to English because it sounds like I. Very good. So you shouldn't have too much problem with this one because it's close to English.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have an A, that would sound like Good. And add an M before that. That will be ma. Perfect. Okay. And the second one we have here is AI. That sounds like I. Good. Okay, so you have an A and I, so it's I.
Yeah.
Okay, the third one here, this is a bit tricky, and that's why I included it, because it does not sound like what it looked like. So the C in Chinese does not sound like a K or S. It actually sounds like C. So it's like it's kind of similar to the TS in its.
Okay.
It's. Yeah, so it sounds